Hello, I'm Elizabeth Harjunpää. I'm an Insight Service Manager at Punda. Today we're going to speak about Insight Services and foresight, how did it change with the time and what impact it brings to our strategy design, strategy building and to our future. As well, we are going to touch the customization and personalization and the major trends that will change the whole market worldwide as a gender equality. We will look at from the perspective of women and men, what are the stereotypes and how they are getting broken and what does it mean for our future. Please have a time, have a look and leave your comments below. I have the deep background in market research. Back in Ukraine, I'm originally from Ukraine. I was working in Ipsos conducting the market researches. It was CIS countries. We were doing different kind of researches. It was product, new products. We were evaluating the advertisement. It was everything. Since the very beginning, like when I was small, I was interested in how society can develop itself, what influences to our new behaviors. And that's why basically I chose the market research. That's something that will give me the answer to the questions that can appear. So today I'm going to talk with you about the forecasting, foresight, and insights. We're going to speak about some major trends like personalization, customization, which are actually triggered by big data. And we will speak about what opportunities and flaws the big data can give to us. And we're going to speak about the equality in question. It is a major trend that will change the whole market overall. It's new behaviors that influence to the way people behave, to the way people consume, to the way people live. And then I will introduce you shortly to the Insight Services of Punda. To begin with, my subject is market driving. Oh, it's already there. Yeah, market driving keeps feet on the ground and mind in the sky. What does it mean? We entered the generation where we can predict our future, we can dream, we can do basically everything. We can make a game and there everything will happen. We can watch the movie where everything is happening and then we can actually put it to the real life. Does it mean that what are the insights over there in the customers? It's actually that we can use our imagination, but it doesn't mean that we will spread our hands in front and to the crystal ball and say, oh, I think this market will behave like that or the future will behave like that. No, we are using different techniques. Nowadays, the insight and trends are using the statistical analysis. It's been used before, but in like 80s and 70s when changes started to happen very fast, we increased the information flow, we increased the time, we got to the internet and everything became very quick, fast changes. We used the statistical analysis. We entered the bigger data. We got some ways how we can evaluate the changes. And we have discovered new lens. I'm sorry. Yeah, so, and we got to the industrial revolution and we decided to take away the human factor in the production, in the manufacture, because we can be unreliable, we can have our emotions, we can think differently, but robots will do as we say. So we take away the human factor and we get more data. We, in 17th, 18th, 19th century, we made the big breakthrough in science, physics and chemistry, and now we can at last go to humanity and see how society works. And we are not going to use a crystal ball to see what's going to happen. We are going to use the various theories of society, and we will question why people do choose this step, not the other one, what triggers and how we can change their behavior. And no one can actually predict the future like it is, but we can always use the scenario planning. I think everyone I quoted with it, that we can build the different types of realities and choose which one is more suits and is more valuable and beneficial for us. And then we can narrow it down and try to go to that part which we like the most. That's why that's where from we are getting the ideas of utopia and the future society, which is wonderful, where we are all happy, but no, there is a other path and other reality where we are running out of resources. We have no oil. We have the climate change. We are awfully polluted, and urbanization and everything turns to the disaster. And we have to know about this kind of outcomes that can bring us the future, and we have to try to get out of that. One of the ways is the technology. And basically trending is based on the technologies, and we can learn more. And yeah, and there have been some predictions done before. We know Isaac Asimov, who 100 years ago he already described that there will be the printers and lasers. We have Leonardo da Vinci, who was thinker beyond the time. And last month, on 21st of October, was the date. I don't know if you know, the movie Back to the Future. They actually landed on 21st of October 2015. So it was last month where they landed. And in this movie, there were like a couple of predictions how our world will look like. Let's see what of it actually worked out. Do we actually have the hoverboard?
Wednesday, October 21st,
We actually kind of have. We have the Lexus who has done it. But we actually don't use it like that. It's just in the park. Do we have the flying cars? No, we don't have.
This thing doesn't
We
fit.
still don't have the self-adjusted clothes.
Shove it in my mouth.
We
Don't you be a
still
smart
cannot
ass.
do these awesome things that I think everyone would dream at home.
Hydrate level 4, please.
Yeah, that would be
Here you
good.
go.
Oh boy, Mom. You sure can hydrate a pizza.
Drying mode.
Yeah, we still cannot drive our clothes
Check
like that.
drying.
Dry our clothes like that.
Your jacket is now dry.
Our laces.
Even though
All right.
Nike has made this kind of sneakers now, but they're only limited
Welcome
edition.
home.
And I still walk my dog in the evenings by myself. So, and not all predictions are done right. And actually, if to speak about Nike, about the future insights and trends, Nike was the company who started to work with futurists like 10, 15 years ago. There is this amazing woman, Jodie Turner, and they've been working this long period of time, and they have foreseen the development of the market. They have implied customization like around 7 years ago, and they're implementing the sport as a fashion, as a daily clothes, and that's why the insights are valuable. Because what this does it work? It doesn't. What movie got right is the virtual headsets. We actually have them. We have the smart homes and print recognition. We have the FaceTime and Skype, and we have the robotics. We have the tablets. All those things were in the movies. And those companies who got it right, who looked at the predictions, and who Samsung and Oracle are doing the virtual reality sets, they are highly profitable at the moment, and they're on the top of the news. This insight and foresight is really important right now. And how to implement and how to build our future. As Jenny said, right? Jenny? Yeah. As Jenny pointed out at the Google, we are all going online. We have everything e-connected. We have our on me there will be the gadgets that will know my how much I'm running, my health indicators. I have the phone which knows where am I like all the time. I have the social media, I post there, and like basically all this information that is e-connected is going somewhere in the server. Someone can pick it up, this information, and know basically everything about me. This is the privacy questions, which I'm not sure we should. I will touch it quickly, just a bit, but the amount of data that has been done from in 2005, we had 30 exabytes of data per year. Now in 2013 it was 1,000, and it's growing every day. We get the full data sets where we can know everything about our consumer. We can know what is he or she thinking about, why they prefer this shop more than another, because we can track the location. I think Aalto University at the moment about the privacy settings, they posted last week that they are improving the privacy for location on our phones, that you cannot track on the phone like actually where you are located, but there is like the triangle around you taking like I think 1 kilometer radius, so no one can track actually where are you, which I think is really nice. I really don't want everyone to someone to keep a track on me where am I all the time. Another privacy and big data opportunity. I think the Wall Street magazine have posted yesterday. We all know the smart TVs, right? And Samsung had a couple of problems with the privacy over there because it listens to you all the time, and it sends your information through the third parties to the server. Then there is been analyzed, sent back to your TV. So if you set volume up, so it will react and it will increase the volume. But they don't take responsibility on those third parties where the data goes to the server. Someone, advertising agency, whoever, can take this information and listen to you all the time. Moreover, now what has been posted yesterday, it was that it takes video of you, and it knows exactly who is sitting in front of TV, and it can customize the advertisement. So, well, basically it sounds kind of all right. You get the advertisements that you want, right? They see that, oh, there is like a woman, middle ages, and basically they using the big data and know a lot more about you. They know what you shop, what you like, and they customize the advertisement for you. But now imagine that there is your kid watching TV. They will give him the advertisement, and it will change and influence his life like catastrophe. Like, you don't know what kind of advertisement they will give you. So, yeah, but companies can use the big data very good. We can know the behavior. We can personalize and customize everything how we want. And then we get how to analyze this big data. There is a data mining. So basically, you can imagine the big data. There are the pictures, there is videos, there are posts from the social media, the tracking, location tracking, and we try to see the patterns and say, oh, this happens because of this. But there are some flaws. With big data, you have to be very careful. It can be fragile. One of the interesting example, again, Google. Google tried to track in states the influencer and like flu, where is more flu in states? And they were doing it using their search engine. So comparing to the other surveillance, national surveillance data, it was going pretty steady, and it was showing the right data, and they're like, well, yeah, Google, you're right, you're cool, you can predict then where will be the next splash of flu, and we can send there more vaccines and everything, so good idea. But then it showed a great mismatch, because they were using the big data. There were a couple of theories why it happened. One of the most for me reliable is that there was a big splash of flu and people started Google more than they are actually were ill and sick of flu. Then another bad example of big data. Is there anyone who likes jazz music? Put your hands up. Yeah. We have people who love jazz music. Do you know the Ashley Madison website? There was a very, it is an American website where married people could find an affair. Basically, it's a cheater site. And it was hacked earlier this year. What do researchers do? Oh my gosh, this is the data about all the cheaters of states. And there were a couple of scandals around this. So researchers took this data, and what they figured out that the most people from that website liked jazz music. And they said that, well, does it make us jazz lovers like the cheaters? No, it doesn't. Every time that you see the pattern in the big data, you have to test it. With the big data, there has to be one strong rule. You recognize the pattern, you make an assumption that all jazz lovers are cheaters or something like that, and like you can think that, okay, we will kill the jazz music and no one will cheat in the world, right? With this logic. But of course it's not true. So if you get this kind of assumption, always put it on test. The big data is dangerous. You can make very wrong assumptions, and then if you implement it to your strategy, it can be catastrophic for your future. So make assumption, do the test, run an experiments, run a study, and on the basis of special study make the decisions, and they can be really good. With the big data, there was a flaws, right? But big data gives us a very big opportunities. Again, as Jenny said, people want personalized services, and we can see, again, the people are using media to interact with brands, so we are tracking all the information what people think about my brand. People are more likely to shop at a retailer that uses a personalization. I'll touch it a bit later. The people are really would like to share their personal information. It's like 50% of people are ready to give their personal information in exchange of personalized services. Why? Because it saves our time. We don't want, like internet, we have so much information over there. So if I get the personalized for me offer, I probably rather take it. One of the best examples of using the big data like really perfectly is of course Amazon. Here is the privacy invasion. It is my Amazon homepage. It was done, the print screen was done in the late October. So what means personalization? When I entered their website, I can see the more top picks for you. Actually, I've been ordering the books from there, so it knows which kinds of books I might like. They gather the information from me, from where I was surfing the internet, they match me with similar users, maybe by age, maybe by gender, different kind of things. They probably know where I study and where I work. Then I was looking for the wall stickers some time ago, but I didn't buy them, so they know that I probably will buy them. They will advise me. They will show me that. Then, oh my gosh, it's a winter coming and I'm in Finland and I would never think that I need a heater, but they give me this information. Hey, cold weather essentials. Then Christmas gift guide, and right away it was before the Halloween. Of course, most people will shop the Halloween costumes. What else? Actually, lately, like they do it so perfectly that no one feels vulnerable of giving their personal information because they make our life easier. That's why Amazon steps forward and they patented anticipatory shopping. Very strange word for me, but I will explain you. So basically, in the future, for now the plans are going only to be in States, they're going to send the products to the customers without need to order them. So you don't even have to go to the website, the drones will deliver to you some products that you didn't order. If you don't like it, you can return it. But using the big data, they are going to do that perfectly, that you don't need to return it. They're going to use, little example, the young mother. She shared in Facebook, oh my gosh, I gave a birth and my baby is wonderful. Everyone sends her congratulations. Amazon picks it up. He knows already, is it a girl or a boy? It knows already the size, basically, of the baby. It knows how old is the baby. So it will send the diapers to this mom monthly, weekly, as much as there is a need, so she doesn't have to go out and shop for that. Will the mother refuse from that? Probably not. As long as the predictions are highly accurate, those systems can work out. And as long as they are highly accurate, people will be given their personal information. And then the personal information might not, there are some information that you feel like, oh, I'm all right with sharing it. Like, for example, this e-retailer, the fashion retailer, it's not mine. I'm not Sarah. Good afternoon, Sarah. It knows the application on your mobile phone, knows your name, it knows your sizes, it knows the style of the clothes you like to wear, and it will offer you only the personalized solutions. You don't have to walk around the whole application and look like, oh my, what do you need? And if there is no size, they will show you only what is your size. And probably, I think they will implement it if you have a birthday, especially for girls. They will send you the invitation like, hey, check out our evening dresses, something like that, which will work out very well. But it is about the personalization, and people need it. We all need it. But then we are all different. Besides the mass production and products that everyone have, we have understood that, oh, hey, I'm in the center. I want you not only to give me personalized solutions, I want you to customize for me. I want to feel special. Do something for me that no one else have. And it touches the B2B business as well. It's not only the mass production. If B2B can look at the market through the eyes of the end customer, and then working with the partners who will later on give the product to the end customer, he will give already the solutions that your partners would love it, because you create already the product for which will be suitable for the end customer. It will be personalized, it will be customized. As well, customization is, I will touch it really shortly, the 3D printers. Right, there are those predictions that we will have the 3D printers in every house, and the market will change from just like shopping outside to the shopping the designs. People will send you buy designs online and you print them at home and you get what you wanted. So you don't have to go outside anymore. So this is the customization. And people have been implementing customization, as I said, the Nike shoes. And then there is, and I love this example very much, the Australian retail brand Shoes of Prey. You can design your own shoes online. They have 12 essential shoe shapes. They have 170 fabrics on your choice. You can choose the heel. You can customize it fully. Moreover, if you have some odd size of your feet, some different width or length, and one feet is bigger than another, you can put it there, because all the shoes are handmade, done within I think 4 weeks. Moreover, you have 360 days of return or remake. But what I love about this example is the numbers. The company broke even in 2 months. It hit multi-million-dollar revenue in under 2 years. 100 million minutes have been spent on the websites designing millions of shoes. And last year the site has had 5 million unique users. It's extremely profitable. People want to be different. People want you to customize for them. And if you think that it's only fashion, no. It is about the computer and PCs. Like, do you know the Dell? They have been doing the leadership. They are leaders in customized production. Before they will sell you the delivery of the PC, you can still change what you want. So. Some personalized solutions. Let's see their advertisement.
Thanks for calling Dell. What can we build for you?
Well, my family needs a new computer.
Great, let's get started. What do you think you'll be using it for the most?
My kids are really into games, and I do a little video editing, you know.
I'd set you up with the high-performance graphics card, and you might want a faster processor.
Yeah, you know, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, now let's talk about a monitor.
I was thinking about a 20-inch. But wait, let's step it up to the widescreen.
You got it. All right, you're all set. We'll send it right out.
Great, thanks.
At Dell, we don't build technology for just anyone. We build it for only one. You.
And this is, I think, the great example how you can customize. And I think as B2B business, we all know that we try to tailor our services exactly for the client's needs, but nowadays it's going to the mass market as well. And what does it all mean for the society? We have this big data, we have digitalization, we have globalization. We have the incredibly huge information flow running around the world. We get the information like every second from our phones. I think most of us can say that we have little addiction with our phones. Like if you don't have it with you, or you have to check out if you got the message, or if there is some news or something, and news are fulfilled with pessimistics and crises and scandals, because that's the rating of the media. If you add the fear to the media, you are getting more views. So we are getting information overload. Microsoft has conducted the research in Canada. They published it last month, and they figured out like really awful things. Our attention span. In year 2000, it has been 12 seconds. 2000, it's when we've been basically introduced to the internet. In year 2015, 15 years later, our average attention span, has decreased in 4 seconds, and now it is 8 seconds. Just to compare, the goldfish has an attention span of 9 seconds. we have it smaller than the goldfish, which is really, really awful. But what does it mean? It's been the 15 years when we've been introduced to the internet. What does it mean to our future? It means that we cannot concentrate anymore at all. Like 5 seconds and our concentration just flies away. So we need the action. We need to change it. How to change it? It's minimalize. We have to give to our clients a simple message. The personalization is one of the options, right? When instead of giving like everything you have and everything the world has to offer, we personalize the advertisement, we personalize the services, but as well we have to make it simple. We have to have the clear message. So what I like as well the example of minimalistic is like, let's have a little test. Who gets frustrated and hates when the web page downloads for more than 3 seconds? I think like everyone, right? Who gets actually frustrated when we call to the some mobile operator and there is an answering machine? Hello, thank you for calling, blah, 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 blah. Press 1 to know your financial services and everything. And now, frankly speaking, who has the company or who knows the companies who are still using those things? It's like, why? Why would you do that? You get frustrated. Like, we hate it by ourselves, and then our like CEO and managers in the companies decide like, oh, I will leave it over there because, well, it's easy for me. It should not be like that. We should to look from the customer. It's like before the big data opportunities. I like the example of Virginia Airlines. Over there, they kind of minimize this anger and emotion and frustration from the customers by simple message. When you called over there, there was as well machine answer from Richard Branson, the CEO, and it said, "Hello, my name is Richard Branson, owner of the airline Virgin Atlantic. Now all operators are busy. This is disorder. Let us proceed as follows. If after 18 seconds no one answers your call, you will receive a discount of £450. I'm starting countdown. 18, 17, 16. Oh my gosh, everyone, we're waiting, so no one will pick up the phone. Please don't pick up the phone. We need this discount." But that was before big data, right? Now, again, Amazon really is a benchmark. What they did to this simplicity, the minimalism. When you call to Amazon and you don't have the shipment, they have all the information needed about you. They know what you shipped and everything. Instead, when you call, they know your number. Instead of like saying, "Oh, okay, let me pass you to another delivery department. Let me pass you there. Let me pass you there." Someone answers, "Hello, Sarah." Let's use Sarah. "Hello, Sarah. Do you have the problems with your delivery of the book you have ordered last week?" And Sarah is like, "Yeah, thank you." And she's like, "Okay, actually there is a delay, but it will be there tomorrow." That's a customer service we want. It's simple. We don't want to call to them and wait for the thousands of years. And it's the same goes to the website. We don't want the heavy websites that will load for 3 seconds. We're just losing customers like that. They just will go to the easier websites. They will go to the company which is easier to approach, who has a clear message, who knows what to give. So basically, some easy rules. It is give the customer feeling of basically what do you want. We want to be relaxed when we consume. We want to feel space. We want I don't know, like you know what we want. We want something easy. And minimalism is the answer. So again, like how did that trend actually start to run? It was Apple, of course. It's brand number one for a couple of years already, like 10, 15 years, brand number one in the world. They are simple. How Stephen Jobs said that the main is perfectionism, visions, minimalism. And each gadget over there, like it's a simple program, but each gadget sells another one. If you have the Apple phone, you want the MacBook. If you don't have like the last plus model of Apple of phone, you might still need a tablet, right? And the same with Mac computers. Everyone sells each other. Moreover, I don't know that many people have noticed, but how did we get the customization and personalization? Smartphones, Apple, applications. We can tailor our phone with our needs. we can choose, is it a business and we need calculator, or like news, or like whatever we need. If we study, we need vocabulary, we need different things. Like our phones are fully customized thanks to Apple, thanks to Steve Jobs. And then all the competitors are trying to recreate the same kind of customer experience that Apple has done. Microsoft has launched this Windows book. I don't remember, frankly, the name at the moment. But they say that now if you have the laptop or computer or something, they are all e-connected and you don't need to send files or something like that. But it has been already in iCloud. Simplicity. Clear message. That's what is weighted. So, and now I will move to the last trend, which I frankly love very much. I think you will understand why. Men before. How men looked like, right? But before I will touch actually this men subject, let's see about what's going on like lately in news, right? Feminist movement. Again, over there on the top, we have the lately Jennifer Lawrence raising the question about pay equality in Hollywood. We have Malala fighting, getting Nobel laureate, and fighting for the equal rights for the education. But again, that's not a fight to empower women. That is something to break the stereotypes. That is fight for having equality for each of us. That is to give men, like, to empower men not to be like that, not to go to the baby department and call to the wife, hi, I don't know what he eats and I don't know what age is our kid actually. Like, actually, my father is exactly like that. I'm not joking. They visited me last week and he asked me, what am I studying? Like, I'm studying there for 4 months, and he asks me, what am I studying? Like, I don't know, there is still. But now, men are different. Men change. When women got empowered, men got empowered to behave and develop as they want. They can spend time at home and feel good for that. They don't feel like, oh my gosh, I need to get money for my family. No, now we are equal. Women and men can do that. Women... I am over here and I'm women and I'm presenting to you, and it's normal. In some parts of the world, it's not still all right. But it's going to happen someday maybe. But it's about equality for everyone. Regarding the man, in states, the statistics from states, in 1990, there was 1.1 stay-at-home dads. Now it changed to 2 million, but it's data the latest I found, 2012. It's rising numbers. We know Sweden, right? We know the man going with a pushchair with the babies, all like fancy looking, and the fashion is not the women's stuff anymore. It is the men's stuff. If to look the Euromonitor International reports, it reported 3% growth in men's grooming in 2014, 2% in men shaving. The share of toiletries gained 54%, indicating that men started to care more about their grooming rituals, and they spend more money on clothes. Fashion, yeah. Everything like that. The world changes. We get the equality for everyone. We get as well the millennium, Jay-Z, like new generations, which don't know anymore that there have been some kind of different stereotypes. At the same time, we have the latest trends, like we get open to the different cultures, but at the same time, we have the extreme movements in the Middle East. But we still fight for the equality, for the democracy, and it kind of works out for our customers. Now we have to think not only for women, but we have to think for men when we are speaking about the household decisions. And the last slide, the Punda Insight Services. So what we are going to offer, it is trend hunting and actually realizing what kind of trends are dying, what kind of trends are just starting to grow, and what kind of trends might be in the future. The marketing researchers, that empowers everything. We can test your, like, whatever you want to test, we will work it out. Experiments as well. Again, the big data, market research and experiments are really connected. whether you have some internal problem in the company or outside with the clients, it all can be tested, it all can be analyzed, and we can find the problem. And once you know the problem, you know how to figure it out. And it all leads to improvement of the strategies and foreseeing. Make the decisions today for tomorrow. Thank you.